Well, first video. Awkward, but there you go. You've seen loads of stuff of that truck online and on Instagram, Facebook and all that, but we've not really had a proper tour of it. So, here she is. This is Artemis. She is a Mercedes, there you go, double cab obviously. And she is a, I can't say that's the wrong way around, 1523, and she's also a four-wheel drive, which is good because it's good for off-road and all that tat. Prop shaft and things. Let's switch. Chassis is about 5.9 metres from the back of there to the very end of the rails, and with a wheelbase of approximately 5.3, that means we can have a 6.5 metre box on there with the 60% overhang, which is quite a big living space really. We're not sure if we're going to go the full 6.5 yet, because it might look ridiculous hanging out the back like that with spare wheels and motorbikes on top, but that's all in the planning and design stages still. Let's have a look around her. This is the back. Switch you around again. Originally a fire truck for the Danish Defence Ministry. 15 tonnes gross weight, so we've got plenty of payload to play with. Climbing here. We've got seating for 6 in the back, possibly 2 more for 8. I think, I don't know if they were taken out, who knows. But she's big. This will be in the daytime, Charlie's area, if you will, for travelling. He's going to have an air ride seat over there in that corner. A desk and workstation there for entertainment / homework, schoolwork, if we're doing any sorts of travelling in the daytime. And this seat, well, this is a bench seat at the moment with a fire extinguisher and other lights which were strewn across the yard when we picked her up. This seat's coming out, and we're going to have a sofa bed that pulls out this way because the cab space is wide enough for a full double bed, so this will be Charlie's bedroom at night time. These are coming out, and we'll have a big crawl through door there. We don't want a little tiny hatch, we want something we can actually use. So we worked out, we think we can have a door about 4 feet tall by whatever width we need. All this is coming out as well. This is tools and bottle jack and storage and stuff. And the dog's crate is probably going to go here. We're not sure yet. Lighting's terrible, sorry, it's all on my phone. But there you go. Roof lining's sagging, so everything's coming out. Roof hatch there, which is likely going to have an air conditioning unit in for this area, because the truck doesn't come with aircon at the moment. Please excuse the jerky video. Front seat, mainly Lizzie's seat, till she gets a licence. That is the remnants of the work we had done to repair it. Sorry about that. So, Lizzie's seat, all the cables are out because of I was having a poke around. This is all the old firefighting radios, I don't know, telemetry computers, it doesn't matter, it's coming out. Desk on here, probably some sort of folding laptop desk, or so again, navigation, a bit of work if she needs to do, a bit of entertainment, whatever she wants to do while I'm sat there peddling us around the world. Little cubby box, likely coming out. We're going to put a fridge there, we think, at the moment, current consensus. Jump round. And this is my side. So climb in here. There we go, driver's view. Loads of blank switches for, well, new switches I suppose. We'll have light bars and all the fancy crap on there everyone bolts to an Overland truck. gauges. You can't show it now, I've not got the keys on me, but she's done 48,000 miles, about 77,000 kilometres. So barely running really. She's a good bus. There we go. We've got, what else have we got? Wheels are 22.5-inch steel rims, so we can have pretty much any tyre we want. We're looking at going bigger all-terrains. Sorry about the noise outside. There's a landowner having a swimming session. He's over there somewhere. So yeah, bigger tyres. We're looking at taking possibly all this arches out. Maybe a suspension lift as well of about 50mm. It's on the side of the car. It's already got a night heater in there, which is whether we keep it or throw a new one in, we're not sure yet. But we'll definitely have some sort of heating in here for when it's a bedroom, which will be handy. It's had some stuff done on it already. This step here, you pull it out. I've got a lovely battery tray for batteries obviously, and it's had a lot of electrical kit fitted, which is some behind driver's seat as well on Lizzie's side, which we're not really sure what it's all done, but further investigation. Push that back in, all tidies away. Steps are coming off, or the lower steps, so we get a bit more ground clearance because they're primed for getting smashed off. Air tanks, we're looking at moving inboard to here, basically so we get more storage / locker space, fuel tank space, because fuel tank's there, which is coming off because it's a steel one and I'm not mad keen on steel ones. So we'll have another tank on here, twin fuel tanks, ideally 800 plus litres, maybe around 1,000. Single wheels conversion, so super singles I think they call it now. So we're going to take the inner one off each side and we'll have these refurbished, and the inner wheels will then become our spare wheels, which at the moment will hang on the back of the truck up there. Chassis will all be prepped because it should have been done by now, but it hasn't been. And we'll have a rail-on-rail subframe manufactured for it, which will be using a mount like this onto a metal subframe with a bolt through with springs on. So the chassis can twist and the subframe will stay solid and level all the way down. So the box isn't going to twist apart when it's on. Which, it's going to be a big box. Overall height we're thinking will be about 3.7, 3.8, including solar panels and brush bars. Regarding the box, you may have seen on our social media, Instagram, etc. We did have an old Tufnell's wagon body to go on the back there, which was being cut down to size and made good with an inner steel frame and then foam insulation board and then boarded out inside. We've binned that off, that's all scrap now, waste of time and money. And instead we're having a composite box, so it'll be an aluminium external frame, welded, not bonded, and then on that we'll have composite panels. We're looking at 5 elements at the moment, so GRP on the outside, 12mm plywood, foam core, 9mm ply on the inside, and then GRP again. So it's nice and thick for puncture protection on the outside, and the 9mm ply on the inside will give us something to screw to attach to for furniture, cupboards, everything else that you need to bolt to the side of a truck. So yeah, bigger wheels I was saying. These are going to be not bigger wheels, bigger tyres, and a suspension lift. That's front and back of, we're thinking 50mm at the moment, 50mm, because this height here, once this axle starts flexing, even with another 100mm of subframe, we're not sure what flex we'll get. So if we put a 50mm lift on this spring pack, this leaf pack underneath, which in there, it'll lift us up that little bit higher for a bit more axle articulation without taking anything off the overall height really. because the box will be, we're thinking 2.1 metres inside now, height wise. Standard width for a truck, so getting on for 8 foot wide. And she'll be, like I say, 6.5 metres long, over 20 foot, which is bigger than the shipping container we've got out here for storage. It seems a bit ridiculous when you think about it, that our habitation box will be, bear with me, another half metre, 700 mil on that, slightly lower, and the same width, because these are a standard width, which I'll show you inside. It's, I can't not show up on the camera the actual, oh, it's locked, can't show you inside, never mind, you'll see it on a future video. So yeah, that's Artemis. She's in good condition really, good low mileage truck. Had a few issues with engine computers being damaged and a few other things. Fuel sender got smashed off. These things happen, it's all in the past. We're looking forward, not back. Yeah, fuel tank. And down here we've got, this is a cab lift pump at the moment, which if you look, it's in prime position again to be smashed off if we hit anything off-road. But also we were taking these steps out like on the other side, so we're going to have a little, just a ladder here I think. So this lift pump's coming out and will be located around here somewhere, we're not sure yet. But I lifted the cab up a couple of days ago in the last video, and because of the angle of it, it doesn't tip like a single cab does, it doesn't roll forwards on it under its own weight. So it's actually really hard work, especially when you've got a leaking mechanism, so the pressure's down, which is, it's all good. But these things can be fixed. Other than that, we're going to bolt the usual bits to them. Yeah, rear winch will go in here. Underrun bar, we're not sure whether we're going to need that yet, it depends how it gets registered. But it'll be a folding underrun bar, so it'll fold all the way back to the wheels, so our departure angle, well, isn't brilliant, it will be enough for what we need. We're not going up the Eiger in it, we're going to be mainly mud roads, dirt roads if we need to, but it's not a rock crawler, it's a house that can go off-road a bit. Also there's blue lights, which, can you see them up there? Yeah. Everyone's telling us to keep them, but we can't, obviously. Can you round, sorry? Yeah. A lot of police forces don't really like lights and sirens on vehicles that aren't police or fire or emergency, so they've all got to go, unfortunately. I don't think the sirens are on anymore, but we still have the light. Not connected because it came from Germany like that, they've disconnected them all. So, I think that's it. It's probably a terrible shaky video. It's my first one, so go easy on me. Yeah, all this is coming out. We're probably going to keep the floor or get a similar floor. We wanted something hard wearing. You know, it doesn't need to be a luxurious carpet if you're in and out with muddy boots and 2 idiot spaniels that we've got. They're going to have, under here at the moment, this section, it's big enough for a ramp, so while they can't get in here because this height is about off the floor, I think it's 1100 or 1150 at the moment, so nearly 4 foot. So even with the best will in the world, 2 Cocker Spaniels aren't jumping up there. So we're going to have a pull-out ramp that comes down, pulls out, and then a lift down, which just on like a draw slide, if you will, with a pivoting bearing on the end, so it'll save us lifting them in and out all the time, which we can do because we've got the time. It's going to be sat here for a few months, so we've got time to put all the finishing touches we need to it and make it into a proper home. So there we go. See you later. Let's try again with that unlocked this time, it might help to get in. So this is our container. Hold on, 2-handed job on this one. side has 2 locks. There we go. This is smaller than the living space we're going to have. So she's a bit of a walk to the bottom. We're at 5.9 metres I think is this, and we can have 6.5, so not a bad size really. Hard to envision at the moment, but door will be this side, entrance door, bathroom area, so shower that side, toilet this side, and a crawl through there into the vehicle cab. Current thinking is then next to the shower or toilet, big fridge freezer, kitchen worktops, cooker, sink, big window, seating area, which will be a U section, obviously no shelves. And then behind that, from that wall to around here, it'll be a king size double bed. Window on that side and a safari hatch over here. Possibly under this chair as well, this sofa, if you will, seating area, we're looking at maybe fitting a bath, which is ridiculous, but we've got the room and we've got the water capacity, which will be 1,000 litres, so why not? But all these plans are all up in the air at the moment. Everything open to change, and we're still at the design stage, which is good, but we do need to get a wriggle on eventually. You know, that light's horrible. Because you can think about it all day long, and then you have to finally make a decision and do it. So we've got that to think about in the next few weeks and months. Anyway, I'm sure you'll hear more waffle off us at some point very soon. See you later.